The Maya were one of the most powerful and mysterious civilizations in human history. They lived in Central America, mainly in the areas that are now Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. Their story began more than 4,000 years ago, deep inside thick jungles full of animals, rivers, and dense trees. Unlike many ancient civilizations, the Maya built their cities in forests, not near open rivers like Egypt or Mesopotamia. They found ways to survive in extreme environments, turning jungle land into one of the most advanced societies in the world. They built giant stone cities with pyramids, temples, royal palaces, and ball game arenas. Some of their buildings were taller than modern 20-story buildings. Each city was like a small kingdom, ruled by a powerful king who people believed could communicate with the gods. The Maya did not have one single empire like Rome. Instead, they had dozens of separate city-states, such as Tikal, Palenque, Copan, and Chichen Itza. Sometimes these cities traded, and sometimes they went to war. The Maya were incredibly intelligent. They invented their own writing system using symbols called glyphs. There are over 800 different signs in the Mayan alphabet. They were one of the few ancient civilizations that could fully write stories, record history, and even write poetry. Some of their writings survived, carved into stone or painted inside temples. They were also masters of mathematics. The Maya were one of the first civilizations to understand the number 0, hundreds of years before it appeared in Europe. They used math to track time, build pyramids, and even predict astronomical events. Their calendar system was more advanced than any other in the world. They created multiple calendars, the most famous being the 260-day ritual calendar and the 365-day solar calendar. When these two calendars matched, a special sacred cycle occurred every 52 years. The Maya were also brilliant astronomers. They watched the stars with extreme accuracy. They tracked the movement of the sun, the moon, and Venus. They could predict solar eclipses, planetary cycles, and seasons long before any modern technology existed. Some temples were built to align perfectly with stars or sun rays during special dates. One famous pyramid, El Castillo, creates a shadow that looks exactly like a snake moving down the stairs during the spring and autumn equinoxes. Religion was an important part of their lives. The Maya believed the world had been created and destroyed multiple times. They worshipped gods of the rain, sun, corn, death, and sky. They believed that blood was a powerful gift for the gods, which is why some ceremonies included bloodletting rituals. Their sacred crop was maize or corn. They believed humans themselves were created from corn dough by the gods. Some experts believe it was never one single problem, but a combination of many: climate change, famine, war, political chaos, and angry citizens rising against kings who no longer could protect them. Another idea suggests constant wars between city-states weakened them from the inside. Instead of working together, they fought each other, losing power and stability. There are even more mysterious theories. Some believe a great disease spread rapidly through the region. Others whisper about supernatural explanations, lost knowledge, or contact with something unknown. What makes the mystery even stranger is this: the Maya people did not disappear. The cities were abandoned, but the civilization continued. Today, more than 6 million Maya descendants still live in Central America. They speak Mayan languages, keep ancient traditions, cook traditional foods, and remember the culture of their ancestors. The Maya didn't vanish, their cities did. When Spanish explorers arrived in the 1500s, they found some Maya cities still active. They also burned many important Maya books, destroying centuries of knowledge. We lost huge parts of history because of this. Only 4 original Mayan books, called codices, survived. Today, archaeologists are still discovering new Maya cities hidden under the jungle using modern technology like LiDAR, which can scan the ground beneath trees from airplanes. Every discovery proves the civilization was even bigger and smarter than we once thought. The Maya left behind a story full of genius, mystery, triumph, and collapse. They show us how a civilization can reach incredible heights, and how fragile even the greatest societies can be. Their pyramids still stand. Their calendars still amaze scientists. Their secrets are still being uncovered, and their story reminds us that history can disappear, but it never truly ends. After the disappearance of the great cities, the jungle quickly reclaimed the land. Trees grew right among the stones of pyramids, roots broke through walls, and the massive cities turned into hills covered with vegetation. For the world, the Maya seemed to vanish as if they had never existed. Centuries passed. People in Europe didn't even know this civilization had existed. But everything changed in the 19th century, when explorers began venturing into Central America. They discovered strange ruins, abandoned temples, and massive stone staircases hidden in the dense forest. Imagine their shock. In the middle of nowhere, deep in the jungle, they found a city that seemed capable of rivaling Rome or Egypt. The first archaeologists could hardly believe their eyes. Many thought these structures were built by other peoples, because Europeans could not imagine that the native peoples of the Americas could create something so complex. But gradually it became clear this was the work of the Maya. By the mid-20th century, systematic study of the ruins began. Archaeologists cleared the pyramids of jungle growth, excavated tombs, and discovered frescoes depicting gods, kings, warriors, and sacred rituals. But the greatest mystery lay in the stone inscriptions. For many years, they could not be deciphered. It was only at the end of the 20th century that scientists fully unlocked the Maya writing system. It turned out that each symbol was not just a letter or a word. It represented an entire concept. The Maya recorded all important events: births of kings, wars, alliances, eclipses, and sacrifices. Every king wanted to leave a mark on history, and they did. The history of the Maya reminds us that no civilization is eternal. Even the mightiest can disappear, but what they left behind is not only stone and ruins. It is knowledge, culture, science, and countless unsolved mysteries. The Maya are not gone. They continue to live in their descendants, in their language, in legends, and in the timeless cities that silently stand in the jungle, waiting for us to understand them once again.